Hi guys, excuse my appearance. Hang on, let's turn this on. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm gonna wait a second for everybody to hop on. I want to apologize for my appearance. I'm exhausted today. I had a visit over the weekend. It was daylight savings last week. It was a rough few days. There's a major shadow. Let's see if that helps with the light. Sorry about the shadow. Let's give everyone a second to hop on. Hi, everybody hopping on. If you could do me a favor and just comment and let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know if there's a lag between my audio and my video because I do have headphones on today. If there is a lag, I will turn off my headphones. But hang on, let's make sure that the chat messages are on. Can someone do me a favor and just comment because I can't see any comments yet. Maybe it's just delayed. Can't see any comments and I can't see names of people who are hopping on. So let's see. Doing this on my phone is always, there we go. You're good, thank you. Hey, Silly Pickle, Lexus, Sarah, Heidi, hey guys. Hey Bobby Sue, thank you for letting me know there's no lag and you can hear me fine. I don't know why the comments, hey Kim, I think that said Caitlin or Kimmy, I'm not sure. The comments in the when you guys hop on is so delayed on YouTube, bizarre. So I want to talk about an article that was supposed to be titled How to Date a Prisoner, and when I was asked to be interviewed for this article, I was like, WTF? And like, we're doing how-to articles now? Like, we could do better than that. Love the title of the video. Sounds like something I would say. I love your channel. Oh, I love you for saying that. Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks, Jennifer. But then it winds up, it wasn't titled that. It wound up being awesome. And we have one of our members who was featured in this article. And I'm going to tell you all about it in a second and my thoughts on why I wouldn't do an article called How to Date a Prisoner and why I think that's a WTF situation, and how amazing this woman did. But before I get started and give you my thoughts on that and where she is and who she is, and I'll read some of the article to you and show you where I'll link you guys to it so you can show support. You could read it and tell me what you guys think, and tell the audience what you guys think. I just want to do a couple of housekeeping things. So on one of my live videos last week, we had a woman who posted, I'm not going to say her name in case she doesn't want me to, but if you're watching this video, you can comment if you want everyone to know you're the person. But there is a civil class action lawsuit that's going on right now, and it's through a website called Gang Case, and I'm just in case, I think 6,000 people qualify, so I just want to pass along this information in case you or your loved one qualify. You can contact this website and see if you qualify for any kind of relief or any kind of compensation. So she says, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to share information with you that could potentially benefit some of your members. So thank you, sweetheart, for doing that and thinking of everybody. The curfew provision that was included in LA gang injunctions were found to be unconstitutional. There are more than 6,000 people that are members of the class and eligible for relief. A settlement was reached as part of the settlement. The city of LA is providing job placement, education, and training services. So I'm sorry, she said a settlement was reached, and as part of this settlement, the city of LA is providing job placement, education, and training services. There's up to 10,000 available per person, and it is transferable to a spouse, child, sibling, cousin, uncle, parent, etc. So family. This can be applied to college tuition. So if someone is currently incarcerated, they could transfer the benefit to their child and the money could be used to pay to pay tuition. I'm so overtired, guys. Last week, like I said, was daylight savings. I didn't sleep that much over the weekend because we get up really early to get ready, to get to visit in time, to be processed and in as early as possible. Pay attention. Well, pay attention, I guess, if you're a part of this, but it could be used to pay tuition is what I meant. For more information, I'm sorry, she said, this is a huge case, and I believe that it is purposely being kept under wraps, and those who can receive the benefits have no idea it's even out there. She said, hey, Jessica, hey, I didn't see, but hey, everybody that's hopping on. More information can be found at www.gangcase.com. If you have any other questions or would like to speak about this further, I can pass along the information to this woman. I know nothing about it. I have not even checked that website. I mean, I checked the website to make sure that the link was working, but I'm not a lawyer. I don't have lawyers that work for SPWF yet. So if you believe that you qualify, go to that website and look there and contact those people, because I can't give you any further information. I can't help you. Housekeeping item number 2. Um, I received a newsletter from the Prisoners Family Conference that takes place in October. I know a whole bunch of members, including myself, our volunteer team, most of our volunteer team, and a lot of our members want to attend the conference. It will be this year on October 16th, 17th, and 18th. They purposely do it during the week because one, family members visit on weekends and they don't want anyone to lose their visits, and two, they get us the best rates that they possibly can. So in their advertising, they say, don't say you'll come there next time, be there this time. And I am telling you, it was one of the most positive experiences in my prison life is to go and interact with these people. I will probably be on stage and doing a workshop or a panel or something. I will be doing something, some sort of presentation at the conference myself. I believe SPWF will as well. What state is it in? So the state that I was talking about earlier with the gang case is California. It's out of LA. And the state that the conference is in, the conference will be held in Dallas, Texas, but it's for anybody who has a loved one anywhere in prison. So we also make it an SPWF meetup. They give us a group to do a room to do a meet and greet one night while we're there. I'm so ready to get my butt there. We are so ready to have you there. We give each other hugs in person. It's like a nice vacation for us as well. And I'm just telling you, it is a place where you don't feel like a freak show. You feel supported and loved and just like normal for a few days, that everybody else is in the same position as you. So you don't feel bad answering the phone or talking about your loved one or just interacting with people who get it and they don't judge you or anything. Oh my gosh, silly pickle girl. If you want me to say your real name, just tell me it. But thank you so much. I absolutely 100% cannot thank you enough. So, okay. Now, moving on to the topic of this video is how to date. It's Pickle Girl. Okay, awesome. Oh, hey, Jess. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Thank you. Okay, so now I have to remember you, that you're Sherry. If I call you Pickle Girl in the future, I'm sorry. But so there was an article published in the New York Times. It was published yesterday. It came out in print. I was contacted by people by the author of this article, right? And my COO, Lisanne, came to me and she's like, Ro, do you want to do this article? It's called How to Date a Prisoner. And I was like, excuse me? No. Like, now we're a how-to article? How do you even how-to this? Why would you want to how-to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and she goes, well, listen, she was trying to talk me into doing it. She's like, listen, she goes, I've read a lot of her stuff. She's really good. And it's not necessarily a how-to. That's just what her stuff is called. It's more like they want to portray us in a light where this is kind of not as taboo as it seems. And I was dead set against it. Like, I am not doing a how-to article. That's weird. To me, that's weird. So she's like, okay, well, let's see if any of our other volunteers want to do it. So we had Carly, who you guys have seen on my channel before. She did a video about being an addict, how to survive as a prison wife who's in recovery, but also how to support an addict while they're inside from her perspective. So, and if you scroll back, you'll find the video. And if not, once I'm done with this video, I will link it here somewhere. So let me read some of the article. And Carly did amazing. How to Date a Prisoner does sound kind of weird, but I get it. Exactly. Like, once she broke it down, it sounds more legit. But just coming to me and saying, well, you do an article on how to date a prisoner. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Like, to me, that's just strange. But they wound up changing the title. So Carly wound up having a really good conversation with this author, and it wound up being titled How to Support a Loved One in Prison, which is so much better and so much more appealing to me as somebody who tries to break stigma against us. I feel like How to Date a Prisoner is like how to walk into a prison and say, hey, who wants to date me? You know, it just sounds a little bit different. So How to Support a Loved One in Prison, great title. And it's by a woman named Malia Woolen, Wollan, and it was published on March 12th, 2019, but the paper copy just came out yesterday. And Carly sent me the cutest picture of her. She was dressed all to the nines. She's like, I was dressed like a Kardashian yesterday. I thought I was famous. My daughter thought I was famous. Of a picture of her holding the New York Times that she was published in. And so in the article, she said, get ready for a lot of rules, says Carly. I'm not going to say her last name on YouTube unless she wants it to be said. So it's in the article, though. A court clerk from Kansas whose boyfriend of 2 years is serving a life sentence in an Ohio prison. Look online to find the regulations dictating what you can send, wear, say, and do inside of your loved one's prison. Carly, 32, writes her boyfriend 5-page letters almost daily and talks to him by phone and video chat multiple times a week. She sent her first letter to a prisoner as a college assignment. She wrote to the man who is now her boyfriend after graduation, and within weeks, the two were in love. 15 months later, they met for the first time in a visitation room and were allowed one kiss and one hug. Sorry, guys. Again, I am so tongue-tied. I'm really overtired. I wanted to make this video quick so I could go lay down and try to take a nap before I try to work out. So I apologize for my tongue-tiedness, but this is real life after what happens after a visit weekend, so bear with me. Prison staff censor or monitor all communication and prohibit sexually explicit language and contact. Build intimacy by chronicling and sharing other parts of your life. Carly often takes a photo of her shopping cart at the grocery store, for example, and sends it to her boyfriend. She'll never wake up next to him, but she can ask him to describe the minutia of his morning routine. You have to work on communication, she says, because it's pretty much all you have. So I think, Amberly, oh my God, thank you so much, so much. I have to figure out, you guys, how and where, because I'm always in a different spot, but where I'm going to post all of your names that donate to the SPWF channel. I cannot thank you enough. So anyway, I think I'm going to stop and I'm going to comment on some of these things. What a great idea. She takes pictures of just real life stuff. Hey Lauren, she takes pictures of her shopping carts just so he can kind of participate in real life, in everyday life. And I have a really good video coming, a topic for a video I haven't made yet, for something that one of our members does with pictures and sends into her husband to help him start to make decisions and be able to get past the institutionalization, or at least work towards it through the pictures she sends him. And I'll get into that on another video because I'm planning to make a different one. But same thing like Carly's doing, she's just including him in real life so he can kind of have one foot in the outside world still, so it's not so difficult for him to transition back if and when in Carly's situation or in your guys' situation that do have a countdown. So it's not so difficult for him to transition back into life on the outside, because if you think about it, they don't really have many decisions. Yesterday in the visiting room, I turned to Adam and he was like, do you mind just getting me something else? He was really hungry. So I turned to him and I was like, there wasn't really much left in the vending machines. It was kind of crap stuff. And I was like, listen, there's a roast beef sandwich, there's a hamburger, and there's some weird beef steak thing. Which do you want? And he looked at me like he'll normally be like, you decide. But I purposely made him decide this time. And these are the things, because he's been in so long, he's told when to eat, what time to wake up, where he has to go, what time he can leave that room where he has to go, because in the feds, in the security level he's in, they have different movements at specific times. Leaving prison is so overwhelming. I bet, Jess, oh my gosh, it's something that I think I would love to talk about with you more to my members. And I think that you have a video on your videos on your channel about that. I think I've seen them. But anyway, so yeah, so it has to be so hard. I love that Carly in this article was saying that she kind of helps combat that with those pictures. Anything to help anyone in this group. Looks out for those who don't have a voice. I missed the rest of that, so if you want me to read the rest of it, just put a dot or something. But yes, absolutely. She also says you have to work at communication because it's pretty much all you have. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Jen. It's so motivational. Oh, I'm happy that you're motivated by this. Thank you for that, because it motivates me to keep going, to help you guys, and to know that I'm helping you guys. So communication is all we have, and it's really easy to hide stuff from him, or maybe not want to tell him everything. But for me, I found what makes my relationship so strong is that we communicate through basically everything. I mean, I don't tell him every time, oh, I don't feel good, I stubbed my toe, I miss you, because that's a little ridiculous. But I do tell him big things, or things have been bothering me for a long time, and it sounds like Carly does the same thing. So then she says, your financial contributions will most likely be unequal. Many prisoners work, but wages can be less than 20 cents an hour. Carly transfers about $100 a month to her boyfriend's account so he can buy food and supplies from the commissary, as well as credits for the phone or for phone calls. It's your choice if you want to help them out financially, she said. So I love that she said that because it is your choice. And I had a man comment on one of my videos today that he said, the video where I said about how much they need, and I broke down exactly how much things cost, at least in the feds, where Adam is and what he spends money on and what's a necessity and what's maybe a little bit more of a luxury. So 20 cents an hour if they're lucky enough to have a paying job, absolutely. And if they're lucky enough to get paid from their paying job, like Adam just told me yesterday, last month they just didn't pay him. And so he said he'll go and he'll be like, oh, you shorted me. And the guy was like, oh, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you next month. And he said that he's never gotten taken care of when somebody's like, yeah, we'll take care of you next month, except for this last time. And he was like, I was shocked that I actually got my pay the next month, and then the following month he got nothing again. So it's like a little ridiculous, but most of them make, if they make anything, $5 a month. It's just absolutely insane. So Carly's absolutely right. Your financial dedications and your financial contributions to the relationship aren't going to be equal. Yes, slave labor, it's that whole new Jim Crow theory. So I don't even know if that's a theory, but that whole new Jim Crow push that that people are trying to break. So I had somebody comment on one of my YouTube videos earlier today, and he said he sends his girlfriend $220 a month, and she said that's not enough. What should he do? Is he being used? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know what she's spending her money on. I said, what is she telling you she's spending her money on? What does she need more for? You know, $250 is about what Adam gets sent. By the way, you guys, not by me, just FYI. And he can make do. Could he use more? Yes. Does he use on the inside? Absolutely not. But there's phone calls, there's emails, there's food, there's other stuff. If he had to get by in $100 or less a month, he has. But $220 a month, if she's asking you for more and she can't tell you where she's using it, or like I said in my video that's coming out, I think Wednesday, where I interview Adam, it's those times where you say no, how he or she responds to it is going to be your answer. If she freaks out, if she screams at you, if she stops talking to you, if she tells you she's going to talk to somebody else, then those might be your signs. If she tells you, listen, it's because my sneakers have holes in them and I haven't had new shoes in so long, and I really would like to add an extra email or two a week, and I'm trying to finagle calling you as well as still calling my daughter and trying to make ends meet, that makes more sense. If she's like, because I just need it, why are you questioning me? It's those times. And if you say, listen, I'm not going to be able to pay rent this month, if she says and still demands it, if she says I still need it, then those are red flags to you. So it's just like anything out here. Just feel her out and see what her responses are and see where she needs it. Could she be lying to you? Sure. Could she be telling you the truth? Absolutely. It's just a matter of you figuring it out, just like a relationship out here. It's a little bit easier for him or her to lie to you because you're so far apart and there's so much distance, but you will know eventually. So $220 a month, I think, she should be fine, but if she needs maybe, let's say $50 more 1 month, is that necessarily the hugest red flag? Maybe, maybe not. But if it's continual every month, I wish I would have known the warning signs before I got used. Oh, Nicole, I'm so sorry. You hear that? Sorry, guys. I'm missing comments. They flash so fast on YouTube Live. So if there's something I missed and you want me to comment, respond to it, just post it again or post a little dot and say, read my comment. Okay. So I agree with Carly completely on that part of the article. Almost everyone will ask about your partner's crime. Don't feel obligated to share that information. Yes. She said it's important to know that you're not alone. She volunteers with the support group, Strong Prison Wives and Families. I told my husband to go find the article and to say his wife is famous. Dating a prisoner, she says, will change your assumptions about the 2.2 million people currently incarcerated in the United States. She did study criminology for a long time. And for a long time, conceived of the criminal justice system as a good law enforcement versus bad people. Interesting. So for a long time, she was also under the assumption that it was good cop, bad cop, or good guy, bad guy, I guess I should say, cops and robbers type of thing. Love muddled that equation. I like the way that she wrote this article. There aren't just criminals on paper, she said. These are fathers, brothers, and sons, and they want to love and be loved just like the rest of us. Sign up for our newsletter. Okay, so then it's an ad for the New York Times newsletter, and I will, under this video, when I come back and edit it. Oh, there you are. There's Carly, guys. Hey, Ray Ray. I'll post a link to her article. But just so you know, a version of this article appears in print on March 17th, 2019 on page 23 of the Sunday magazine with the headline, How to Support a Loved One in Prison. And then you can order prints and stuff. And I might have to order one just to have, because my girl was in the New York Times and she did amazing. So I can't agree more with what she said. And the last thing that last paragraph I just want to touch on and comment on is that it really isn't good guys versus bad guys anymore 100% of the time. Is it a lot of the time? Sure. But you have, like Carly said, you have people who are fathers and brothers and mothers and sisters and aunts and uncles who just had a bad blip in life. She bought 4 copies. I love that. Can you mail me a copy? Like a photocopy, I mean. They just had, they went through a bump in their life. They did something wrong. They're trying to rehabilitate themselves and they're trying to get better. Thank you, sweetheart. And it doesn't have to be so black and white, and it's not anymore with mandatory minimum laws and with, there are people who are innocent and there are people that are overcharged and there are people that are charged for charges that they didn't do. And I'm not saying that's majority of them and that's a lot of them, but the ones that went in and they just want to do their time, they want to get better and they want to get out, they are deserving of love and they are deserving of second chances. And I think that's where we need to help change the minds of society, because I was watching Justin Paperny's video today and he was talking about the scandal with the colleges and universities, and he said, a lot of people are saying they just can't wait. I wish I remembered the words that he used, but basically they can't wait for these people to get the book thrown at them, and they're so excited that celebrities are potentially going to jail and they're gonna, blah, blah, blah. And the way he said it was like a knife in my heart, because unfortunately that's how society is. And my comment back on his YouTube video was this, like, it's just so sad that there is no empathy. There's such a lack of compassion, and the media will never give you all sides of the story ever. They're gonna spin the story the way they need to spin the story to get ratings and to make these people look the worst way that they are and as bad as they are. And I'm not any sided on that college situation because I don't know enough about it. I heard about it. I didn't really research or read into it. So I'm not saying they should or shouldn't go to jail, but what I'm saying is, like, the way people are just coming out, they need to do time, they need to do a lot of time, There's just no empathy or compassion anymore because of what the media and society, 2, 3 hots in a cot, and that type of mentality that is projected, instead of, oh, well, maybe, there are 2 sides and there are 3 sides and to each story. So, congratulations, Carly. Thank you so much for doing the article. Thank you so much for talking through it with the author and having her change the title of it, because How to Support a Loved One in Prison is so much better than How to Date an Inmate, which is just so strange to me. But you did amazing. Thank you for using your voice as an avenue and a way to start to break down those walls of stigma and to show that love can happen anywhere if you nurture it and do it the right way. And even those people who are the forgotten ones or the rejects of society do deserve love if they are acting in a way where they do deserve it, because nobody is beyond a second chance. Nobody's beyond repair if you treat them the right way. If you just push against them and you treat them like animals and you treat their loved one like animals, because I've been literally in a situation where I was told, you treat an inmate's loved one like an animal because they're all animals too. Well, then of course people are going to retaliate and they're going to live up to the standards that you set for them. And you wonder, when you're creating all these crazy rules and you're turning a medium into a pen because you came from a pen and it's justice and that's how it's served and you're going to force people to do that. Just like if you accuse somebody of cheating on you so many times, eventually they're going to be like, if she thinks I'm doing it, if he thinks I'm doing it, I might as well do it. Most people won't, but some people will. That's what I'm saying. I've been talking to him for about 5 months. He gets out in 4 years. Is there a way to tell he's going to follow through and stay out of prison? That's a tough one, sweetheart. There's really not. You just have to go on really, yes, watch our video. Watch the video Lauren and I did about, because she was in that situation. It was the one that we posted on Saturday, and it was called 5 Reasons Why MWI, met while incarcerated couples, don't work out. But I think that it's just a matter of learning each other and really communicating and developing a plan. And somebody had posted on that video that maybe develop a like a 5-year plan or like a marriage type of plan. And that sounds maybe cheesy to some people, or like, oh, my marriage isn't a business. But if you have things to work towards, and you can, because she was a nurse and she said in nursing they have these kind of like life plans, something that you could do. And it's stuff Adam and I have talked about what we want to do in the future and our goals and how we'll get there, whether it means he's eventually awarded a release or not, how we'll survive. And if you go back to Michael Santos in his books, him and his wife had such a plan. He knew, because he was writing and outing the injustices within the system, and she was publishing his books, he was retaliated against a lot. And he was in the Fed, so he was moved all over the country on diesel therapy, just everywhere for years. So they decided as a couple that they were going to work together. They were going to use the money that he made on his books and his investments, and they were going to put her through nursing school, and she became a traveling nurse, so that when he was moved, she was able to follow him, and she was always able to get a job, and she was always able to get an apartment and follow him. And that's something that they did that worked for them for their marriage, and that was a plan that they put in place while he was inside. And now he's been out for quite a few years, and they're like living their happily ever after because they planned it. So that's something that can help. Talk about the future, or talk about those things, and see how serious he or she is. See what they're investing in it. I mean, like Carly said in this article, they might not financially be able to invest in it, but there are other ways that they can invest in your future. There are other plans that they can make. There are classes they can take inside. There are things that they can do. They can change their release address to yours if they're in the feds. Things like that are signs. They can give you their power of attorney. That's something that we talked about with Lauren over the weekend. You could talk through, like Lauren just said, issues that they have. Listen to his daily words, what his mindset is like. Does he talk about his own goals that flash? But yes, go back and read all of those comments. Those are the things that are going to tell you, is he or she, I saw this on somebody's video a while ago, like they don't even necessarily have to ask you for money if they're using you, and they know exactly how to get you to send money. So notice those things, like, I would never ask you for money, but oh man, I'm starving. There wasn't enough food in the commissary. I don't have any money on my books. Damn. Things like that. And there's been situations where my husband, I'm telling you guys, a handful of times, no, I think 2 or 3 times, he's literally been like, listen, my fines are going to come out. I need $25 because otherwise everything else is going to be shut down. That was one time. A second time, he needed to get a certification or he was going to lose 9 months of work. And he was like, listen, it's a lot of money. I'm going to see if I can ask this person, that person. And I was like, let me give it to you for your birthday and for Christmas. His birthday's at the end of November. I said, I'll just do it for your birthday and Christmas. Let me put on my credit card and do it. And he was like, no. And he asked 2 other people, and both of them couldn't. And finally, I just did it. In 10 years, that's all he's ever asked me for. I think we're okay. So those are the things you want to see, and make sure that you're, and if he asks you more, Adam has other people, but if he asks you more or she asks you more, that's okay. It's just sit back and listen to the words they're using. Listen to their personal goals. Listen to how they speak. Are they talking about getting out and hitting the street again? Are they talking about their past? That's a huge thing Adam taught me. Are they talking about their past life? Do they still have one foot on the street in a bad way? Do they still have, are they talking about like all of their memories, and they're talking about it like it's so glamorous and they just can't wait to get back to it? Well, that's a red flag, you guys, because if they've truly reformed and they don't ever want to come back into this revolving door, because it's already so easy for them to recidivize because the system's set up for that, at least in my experience, then know that, just watch out for those things. Listen to the words they say. What else? That happened to me this month. It happens. What Lauren is saying, what I was talking about, when his fine was going to come out and the person that was supposed to, his regular person that sends him money, couldn't send the money this month. And so he was going to get everything, because in the feds, at least, they will they'll just seize your money. And when the $25 or whatever the fine comes in, then they'll take it, and then things will start up again. So you're kind of going to like debt, right? And it's not good. And then you can't get commissary, and then that adds up. So that happened to Lauren, and she paid it. But that was the first time he actually got pissed off at her the first time she put money on his books. So this isn't a video about money on their books or anything like that. But my point is, you will know if they're serious by the things they say, by their actions. And a lot of people on the inside are inside because they're really good con men and con women. So just give it time, really communicate, talk about the tough stuff. It's not easy, but talk through the tough stuff. Talk about what you're going to each contribute, figure out how they're going to contribute. Do I have any other questions or anything else? Because I feel like at this point I'm repeating myself. But make sure you guys go check out that article that Carly was in. If there's a way to comment, make sure that you comment on there, tell her how you feel, give SPWF some love and a shout out. And that's it. I will be back tomorrow. I think I have a fun video tomorrow where I'm showing you how to make coffee without electricity when I lost my power in a snowstorm. So that's going to be fun. Adult coloring books are amazing. Ro and I just had this talk. We did. Yes, Jess, I'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Jess and I are doing a video tomorrow. And that's going to post on her channel. So make sure that she just commented. Make sure you're following Jessica Kent. She was just commenting and I did a video with her, I think last Friday it posted. So, or last Wednesday it posted. I can't remember, but go look, you'll see it. It's called something like from, addict to inmate to prison, no, from addict to prison girlfriend to inmate to recovery and success, something like that. You'll see that on the channel. Go follow her because she's going to post a video with me and she posts great content. And I think that's it for now. You guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey because you're one day closer to it all being behind you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see all of you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in the next one. If you have any questions for me, anything you want me to answer on a video, love you too, Lauren, then just comment below or shoot me an email, strongprisonwives@gmail.com. Make sure, of course, that you're subscribed. Give us a like to this video. If you guys are liking the live videos over the pre-filmed edited ones, drop that in a comment as well so I know the content to give you guys. I want to know what you guys like the most, if you like interacting with me the most, if you like me to just film so you can watch it when you have time. I'm following Jessica. Awesome. Okay, I'll see you guys later.